I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get this thing on the road.
I'm also
I'm ready
very
for them
ready
to
to
get
get this
started.
thing on the road. We've been sitting here just chatting for about 10 minutes now, and it's just the anticipation.
Here we go.
I'm genuinely really excited to see whether or not Steel will be able to take this one. And hey, would you look at that? The knife round has begun. I'm going to slide us right over into that. There we go. We're into the knife round, fixing the volume as we speak. There we go. Audio back up. And that is a very interesting knife round strategy there. Look at where Hax is hiding. That is...
Right on top of the door frame.
I've never seen that. I did not even know that was a thing. Oh, no way does this work. No way does this work. I know this is only knife round, but this is incredible. Oh, and he gets one. He's going to find a second. Oh, well, that's gone slightly worse than I'm sure they anticipated. Both players now on 45 points of health. This is such an important knife round for them to win.
It's Mincer.
Yeah, it's Mincer. And this is such an important knife round to win because CT side is so favoured by every team who plays Train. Oh, they're pole dancing at this point. Rather frisky for an ESEA open stream, what can I say? Trying to keep things family friendly, James, but they're look at the pile of bodies. Oh my goodness. And there we have it. It will be Mincer to round things off, and I'm assuming that Kirk will want to start on their CT side, and I would be correct in that prediction. But I tell you what, James, for the pistol round, it's over to you.
Yeah, excellent. So, guys, just buying up, and we'll see what we get out of this pistol round.
Worthy of note that ESEA has bought up a defuse kit and a grenade, so they will be the ones to keep an eye on if the bomb does get planted here by Steel. And they don't actually have any utility, so I'm assuming they're going to drop Pop Dog here, because it would be very interesting to see a team go B without using a single smoke for ramp.
Hax with the first shot. He's left IQ on 33 health.
Yeah, that must have been a dink from afar actually to do that much damage.
Yeah, it was quite far. They've got two. They've planted the bomb.
Smee does brilliant damage.
Secure with the defuse kit. Smee's hunting them out. Oh, what a shot from Smee.
But there is danger here as Mincer's making his way through the back lines now. Langau, I think he's heard this because he comes out of ramp. He's going to get shot in the back by Mincer as he runs on down, but Smee is still in the back lines. He sees Halfik, doesn't manage to land his shots, but it's not going to do too much damage so far. Smee finds the fourth kill of the round. He's now on for the ace. Mincer dancing around the bomb train is going to one-tap Smee, denying that ace, but it will be the round for Steel eSports. What a brilliant round there from Smee, finding himself 4 kills, I believe all of which were headshots. Great stuff from him. And that was the start that Steel eSports needed. Goodness gracious me.
But look as well, Mincer, 3 headshots as well, getting the triple kill in the first round. Even though they lost, he's already started to get kills on the board. He's already starting to get an advantage, and this is something that they need to shut down pretty quickly if this is if they're gonna win this game.
I couldn't agree more, but they have gone for the double scout force buy here on the side of Kirk, which is something these SMGs really need to look out for. If they can close down the range between... Oh my Cywin!
Shot.
He takes down one of the scouts immediately, does get tagged down himself. Needs to be careful here, but Sakura will fall back down Ivy. Bomb will be retrieved.
And this is what I wanted to say as well. Like, Sakura is... Oh, and he's killed Mincer as well, which is huge to kill him early in the round, like we were talking about earlier. And it's actually kind of interesting that Sakura has the scout, given that actually he's kind of the weak link in their team. Last match on Train, he was 6 and 21.
That's not great, to be honest. Really not very good.
It's definitely someone to target, and the fact that they killed Mincer and then Sakura got the scout is super important early in the round.
No, I completely agree. That's a great pickup there from you, and it's a decent pickup for ESEA because at least they have a primary weapon now. But whether or not they'll be able to wield it effectively is up in the air. With 40 seconds left on the clock now, Steel will want to sort of get a bit of a shift on. Halfik gets... Oh my goodness! Halfik and and Skellop both getting 2 beautiful headshots, and ESEA finds ahead as Smee as well. Perhaps we were a little too harsh on the poor ESEA. They're hitting some insane scout shots there. In the meantime, 2 players trying to force their way out of Connector, and what a beautiful nade from Cywin, but the Deagles. The Deagles get everything done, and that is a second round on the first round on the board for Kirk as they win the second.
IQ with a couple of kills. Cywin got a couple of kills, so that was good. We're still waiting for Martin to get on the board. Martin and Hax 0 kills still after 2 rounds.
I tell you what happened there. Steel waited way too long after they had a man advantage, and they allowed themselves to be bullied by Deagles and Scouts. They do close the gaps, but they don't push after them. They have the MAC-10s. This is perfect for jumping around corners. I know there was 2 in Connector. The grenade kills one of them, but if they just double swung Connector, they probably would have got both kills, because there's no way that a Scout and a Deagle would have been able to just get 1 kill each, purely on the amount of damage that both the weapons do. Unless a no-scope headshot came in, but now a B rush down ramp, and Langawao found the opening onto the IQ head, and it is with a Tech 9, but how thick is in the back lines, and Skellop is as well, and it's not looking great for Steel here, but a great kill from Langawao and Cywin.
Yeah, Langawao's on 2, and Cywin's by himself, 1v2. Oh, he's got another one while he was defusing. Excellent. It's Mincer and Cywin.
That's a big frag for him to find. The fact that he does manage to spam down the bomb diffuser means this round is still in contention, despite the fact he owns only 47 points of health, but that nade could be all the difference. Oh, but it doesn't do enough damage. Cywin now needs to start to spam through the smoke pretty quickly. Oh, he's spamming too far to the left, and I think the diffuse is going to come in. Oh, that is so unfortunate for Cywin.
Wow. Yeah, Skellop with the triple as well in that round. That was big.
Can I just say, why doesn't Cywin just reload that AK and go for another spray down through the smoke? I mean, I assume he thought it was a fake, but even then, why does he not just give it a good spam to make sure? Surely he saw blood come through from that Tech 9 hit, but apparently not, and that's a round that certainly could have gone the way of Steel being thrown away at the last second.
Yeah, but look, we got Martin with the AWP, yeah?
Oh, we do indeed, Martin on the AWP.
Mincer's still on the Scout, I believe, correct?
Yeah, the economy of the CT side going into this round wasn't strong enough for him to be able to buy up an AWP armor and utility. So instead he's opted to go for the Scout, but he has proven himself to be relatively formidable on this weapon already. In fact, quite a number of the Kirk side have done very well with Scouts. Halthick, another name to look out for, and ESEA surprising us as well. And Steel have decided to take this round a little bit slower. There's no early utility usage, no early sort of entering, but I take that back because Martin finds the entry, and that's a really important initial frag. And Langawao, what a readjustment! Beautiful stuff, and now the B-bomb site is completely open.
Yeah. Oh, he's tagged Mincer, and Hax has been tagged by Mincer while also tagging Mincer, and the double use of Langawao and Hax taking down Mincer. This is super important. Oh, Halfake getting one on Cywin after being tagged. And Smee gonna plant the bomb. It's 3v2. But it's 4v2. Langawao's on 24. Hax is on 9.
But I think overall the health is good enough for Steel to just scare Kirk into saving here, and that will be the case as the 2 surviving players make their way down Ivy as quietly as possible. It will be Skellop saving over an all-important AK here, and Halfig saving over an M4. They're going to keep their Kevlar as well. Neither of them with helmets, unfortunately for them, so they can't buy up without the full cost on the back of Halfig there. The fact that they are saving these 2 weapons over with such a damaged economy is certainly a good sign for them. But it's a better sign for Steel as they pick up their second in an all-important gun round here.
That's it. And you saw how important it was, you know, they killed Mincer and then suddenly they were able to win a round. Like, and one of the most important things about Mincer is that the guy is very hard to kill. They've played 321 rounds in total. He's only died 160 times. He dies once every other round.
Speaking of how hard it is to kill people, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to kill ESEA after a teammate stabs them in the back. Now only 3 bullets required instead of 4. Axe with an interesting Molotov onto his teammate there. A couple of interesting things happening in this round so far, but Mincer. He pre-aims that angle beautifully, and down goes Simon with a great headshot.
Yeah, the man's just so dangerous. Yeah, it's one of the things you've really got to look out for.
And thing is, his cocky plays are just so impactful, because not only is he cocky, he's good enough to hit the shots as well. And Smee now going to pick up the AK from his fallen teammate, making his way up towards B, perhaps. There is one player in Pop Dog, and I think Langer sees the pixels of him there. The grenade will follow appropriately. Doesn't do any damage, though, as the player just about falls out in the nick of time. ESEA with a jiggle peek on Ivy, won't be picking up anyone. Unsurprisingly, as all 4 of the T's now grouping up above Pop Dog.
He knows he's there. Oh!
Ooh. Smee does give up his position, and Mincer starts the mincing. Finally, a trade frag coming in from Hack onto the head of IQ, but it's not looking good for Steel here as the spray transfer comes in, and it's only Modern left on the AWP in a 1v4. Modern shows his face, and he gets spammed down to 20 by the MP9 at range, and he misses the no-scope, gets pushed by 2, and he will fall to the MP9, so not only is that great money gathered by ESEA, but that's an AWP lost for Steel, and only Langowal can afford to buy one back, but that means they'd have to scrimp on util and armor for themselves.
Yeah, exactly, and Mincer getting a couple of kills again in that round, you know. So important, just the early headshot, like, it's pretty much, you know, if he gets a kill early or if they can kill him early, it really changes the entire tide of how it goes.
Yeah, no, I was initially skeptical of just how much praise we were putting onto the head of Mincer. But no, I'm starting to realize that he is so impactful that he can quite literally spin around entirely on his own in their favor. He got 2 in that last one with the scout. He doesn't even need an AWP, he's proven so far, but now that he's on it, I can presume he'll be even more formidable to deal with.
Yeah, exactly, and this is one of the ways that, you know, I was just looking down the list, and he has 296, well, it's going to be over 300 kills now. The man has 32 bomb plants and 10 bomb diffuses, and you saw him there get another bomb diffuse in the smoke earlier in the game, and
yeah,
he's like, it's not a one-man team for like C1RK, but you know, the man does a lot of work.
Well, I don't think we can put too much on bomb plants, but bomb diffusals, especially with the amount of clutches he has, it's certainly an achievement for him to be garnering there.
Yeah, so it's really one of those things that they really got to target and really watch those AWP angles. And you see all this utility flying out.
You
4 grenades go over the top.
Weren't you? Oh, but it is skill on to swing wide and find Martin early on. That's a bit of a blow. Langowal, though, I have no idea how he got there. He's already in cubby hole. Hax finds a second. It's now a 4 versus 3. Halfik with the off angle on top for Ticket. Means he will be able to take down the bomb, but Hax pops a smoke. Will be planting now. Knows this one in Ivy. Narrowly escapes with his life there. They've got one player in heaven. This is such an awkward position for the CTs to deal with, especially now Simon finds that kill at range. IQ will fall.
But here we go. Oh, he's killed Mincer with a headshot. That is beautiful, Langowal. He gets tagged. He has 15 health left, but you take down Mincer, and now it's 3v1 against Halfix, who knows Langowal's up there. We'll find him out, but it's still 2v1. Bomb's gonna get close. Yeah, he's grabbing the AWP and he's saving.
And it's good
so
that it's good that Steel managed to win that round despite being a player down in terms of advantage. And also the fact that they would have lost confidence with Modern Kitten tapped that early in A main as they run onto this A bomb site, but the util was good and they do manage to win it out.
So Langowal picking up a couple of kills, Halfix picking up a couple of kills. You know, it's a nice spread across the board, so it's looking good so far. It's tight, 3-all. We've got a game on our hands.
And both teams are pretty evenly matched in terms of the scoreboard. There's a couple of 1 kills, but at the same time, everyone else is pulling their weight. Smee just, baits out an AWP shot. Knows this one in con now. Oh, Smee! Oh, he finds a second AWP as well. Takes Mincer down to 25, and this explosive play from Steel has worked so well so far. Needs to be careful he doesn't get tagged down by Mincer in the back lanes there. And he's done a good job of surviving so far. IQ has a great spot on top of Pop Dog, but whether or not he gets caught... out is something else. I think Mincer will opt for a save here. Because his teammate's now been mollied off, and the bomb timer's more than ticked down. Yeah, I think this is going to be a save round for them, and what a great round from Seal. Aggression, utility, all perfect, and Smee's entry was insane.
With the kill. Yeah, this has got to be a save. Yeah, look at him. Mincer's hiding in the corner, 25 health, needs the AWP. Hack's got a couple of kills, Cywin, Smee, losing only one, getting a bomb round win, and yeah, that was a great round by Steel.
And that's certainly one they deserved. 4 left alive for Steel there. Really impressive stuff. Again, it is Martin who isn't showing up just yet. He's going 1 and 5. Timeout gets called. I believe that's attack from Kirk. But no, as we said, we can place a lot on the back of Mincer, but as long as the team shows up around Martin, there's still a great opportunity for Steel to do well in both halves. And also, it's so much easier AWPing on your CT side of Train than it is on T side. Getting those aggressive entries against against players with such great aim, especially even with scouts as Kirk, it's going to be playing on his mind a little, because he told me before in one of the interviews that he was struggling getting entries because someone would just fly around the corner and one-tap him, and obviously he'd be giving up the entry instead. So hopefully he's able to overcome that today and just give himself a little bit more of a confidence boost. But in the meantime, it's clear that he's not too confident on that AWP, as he trades it out for an AK so Langawao can AWP instead. And it's proving to do pretty well as he gets an entry on the Scallop whilst jumping. Cywin now.
Oh,
what happened there? It's a team kill from Langawao, and oh no, that might have just thrown the balance into the favour of Kirk. Mincer finding 3 on the AWP. Oh no! The team kill through the round, and Mincer finding 4 on the AWP. What an incredible hero play from him.
Yeah, and this is it. Like, you've got to be so careful around Mincer. There's a team kill, you know, and suddenly it opens up and Mincer, bam, 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 4 kills. The man is 10-3 with 1 assist.
And he finds 4 of those kills, in that last round alone, showing just how formidable the man can be. And that's such a misplay from Langawao. He does amazing to get the entry there, really solid stuff, but the fact that he follows it up with a team kill, I'm not going to say that was the only reason they lost the round, but it certainly didn't help. But no, we can't take away from just how incredible Mincer's AWP 4K was there. Really, really solid repositioning and great aim.
Exactly, and Martin's coming in with just a pistol and 1 util grenade.
And this again is showing his lack of confidence in his own plays at the moment. The fact that he's opted to be the one on the deagle, it's a shame, because he is such a talented player. He's clearly just not feeling it just yet. They went on a, ooh, that's a risky play from Hackster. Gets instantly taken out by Scallop as he runs through his smoke. Molly coming down into A main to stop any further pushes onto A, but it looks like they will be executing B for the time being, and they have only 1 defender to deal with. But the rotate's coming in fast and coming in hard. Halfing, what a great one-tap onto Smee. A lot of team damage onto Scallop, but it doesn't matter. It's all down to Cywin here.
Cywin already got 1 headshot. Oh, he's got 2. Can he get a 5-stack?
No, no, he cannot.
Mincer again.
I mean, if he did manage to find Scallop there, I'd say they had a chance, because it would have been a 1 versus 2. And obviously, the AWP would have had to have repositioned after that, see if he can find the frag. But no, he got unlucky, couldn't quite see his head above oil. And so it will be a 5th round on the board for Kirk. But Steel are doing well to find 4 on their T side so far. And obviously, it's not the end of the half just yet.
And, you know, going the econ pistol round here, so... running through Molly. Oh, my lord. They pick up 2.
Langawao, what was that headshot?
Hack's on 3 HP. Oof. Scallop with the triple. And they're gonna take the round. But they killed Mincer. Some positives, right?
Well, I mean, it would help if they killed the other 3 players alive as well, but hey, no, that's something. Although, to be fair, that was pretty good for an eco round. They had 1 Deagle and 4 Glocks. Langwell with a beautiful Glock headshot at long range. They get the bomb plant, so their economy's in a decent enough place for everyone to invest into at least something. Martin will be buying a glass cannon orb. Will he drop this back over to Langwell, or will he opt to stick with it himself? He's 1 in 8 right now. He's really not showing up for his team where they desperately need him to. But can he get a couple of AWP frags in this round? It's all yet to play for.
It's double AWP on the side of C1RK. I just don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just like tossing up how to pronounce their name, but yeah, it's
I'm just gonna pretend it's a Russian Star Trek ripoff, and it's Captain Kirk. Hello, Simon with a cheeky pre-fire, finishes up with a kill onto IQ. Molotov going down into back of B, and Halfik gets mollied back into connector. Great sight take, but Halfik does find Modern, and that's so upsetting for Modern. I don't think he got a kill in this round either. Again, the AWP is just not working for him, and he can't find anything at all.
They're still double AWP, including Mincer, so still got to be careful. Oh, Halfik! Wow. Mincer just hanging back, spots me. He knows where he is. Oh, this is the one on scale. Oh, he gets it. Oh, Hacks with a kill on Sakura as well.
That was such an important frag for him to find, and there's no time left on the bomb. They've done it. Langwell taking away one of those AWPs as well, and just about surviving. Absolutely great stuff from him, and it's 5 rounds on the board to steal. He got very dicey at the end there, but after that no-scope, I thought it was all said and done. But Hacks with the swing, he's not traded by the connector player, and that's such a great finisher. The Molotov just about buys him enough time for the bomb to go off. And yeah, it's a 6-5 scoreline. 5 is respectable, but 6 would be preferable on their T side here. So can they convert another round in the row here? And can Marden find his 2nd kill and, I believe, 1st AWP kill of the game? Yeah,
and, you know, it's actually just a massive misplay from Mincer as well. Just the fact that Langwell then had to reload was...
Langwell! Goodness gracious me, what a flick shot. Langwell certainly feeling the AWP today, even if his teammate isn't. They have lost Marden early on, and Hax is on 60 points of health. But the trade means it is a 4 versus 4, so it's not all over yet.
Yeah, and it's still double AWP on Halfix and Mincer. I think Halfix got a triple last round and is on another kill again this round.
Halfix has been playing really well with that secondary AWP. In fact, let me just have a quick look at the scoreboard here. It's Halfix on... both 13.
Yeah, and Halfix even had 1 less death, so it's crazy. Between them, they're 26 and 9 with 2 assists between them.
Wow. And we're only in round 12, yeah.
Yeah, 11 rounds, 12 rounds. So, Hack's pushing in slowly.
Lots of util being deployed onto B here, and I think they've done it. They've solved this fake really well. If they go down that Ivy now, they've got this round more than secured. Look at that, 3 players against no one on this A bomb site. Mincer now has read what's up. He's gone back to peek pop dog. Here's Smee, gets a brilliant headshot, falls back off. Hacks with a trade, means it's back to a 3 versus 3. Oh, and Halfik now trading out for his teammate. Beautiful flashbang under the train, will blind the planter, but he gets out just in time. Skelop now coming down pop dog. Hacks needs to be so careful of this position. Oh, and I think Vince has got this kill on the siren. That he does indeed. Skelop flying down pop dog will find the head of Hacks, and that's a great retake from Kirk. Seal eSports had every advantage there, but they threw them all away as they double peak connector without finding a single one of those AWPers.
Yeah, and Halfix 2, Mincer 2, just extending their AWP advantage, and I think it's one of those things that, you know, Steel have really got to take under control, and just Marden, just 1 kill, 1 assist, and 10 deaths. I mean, yeah,
it's not acceptable for round 13. As much as obviously he's trying his best is not enough in this game for his team. They can't afford to have someone that weak of a link at this stage. And Mincer already going to take down Smee early on in this pistol force.
And Martin getting headshotted again, and Siwen going down, and it's now wow, Mincer with the shot as well, and it's now 5v1. Time for Hacks to clutch.
Well, if he can clutch this with a Tech 9, I'll do more than buy the man a pizza.
Oh, he knows.
Already seen Scallop. Smoke comes down to cover the rear flank. Is he going to swing this? No, he's going to get hit by a fat grenade instead. And he's down to 13 rounds. A health, make that 0, as the M4 has a pretty easy job of rounding things up there. 8-5 scoreline now. Still have the opportunity to bag that all-important 6th round on their Train T side. And Martin has the opportunity to bag his 2nd kill of the game. The man's KD is, I believe, 0.08 at the moment. Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's like the crazy thing is when I was looking at stats earlier, like everyone else has between 35 and 39 kills, and he had 53 kills.
Yeah.
In the first 2 games that they played on this map. Oh my lord.
Oh, that's not good for Steel. That's 3 players giving up already. Hax will find a trade, but he doesn't even find the headshot soon enough to avoid getting damage. He's down to 48, and it's Martin and Hax. Martin just hasn't been performing at all, and Hax doesn't really have enough health to make a difference. This is a said and done round for Kirk. I'm feeling it.
It's time for some clutch Martin plays.
Oh, it certainly is. If they manage to win this 2 versus 4, I don't know what I'll do. What will I do, James? Give me something. Give me something interesting.
Needs to be some beers or something all around for these guys if they can win.
I'll tell you what.
Like,
I'll send them some beers and I'll go out and buy myself one if they win this 2 versus 4.
I tell you what, it's one of those things that for people that you want to have in this situation, Martin and Hax are pretty much the people you want. The guys have got the most 3-kill rounds each. Martin with 5 and Haxus has 2, and Martin has like 9 2-kill rounds. So between this, there is a better shot as any as getting this down.
However, it looks like I will be able to save my beer money for a night out of my own, as the Steel eSports boys are going for the save. And now we can listen to some nice traditional Ukrainian music up in the kitchen room as the 2 boys are saving. So let's take us for a bit of a cam tour. Oh, the round-ending music is too loud for us to hear the traditional Ukrainian music now, James. That's very disappointing. Counter-terrorists win.
Wow, I mean, yeah, it's one of those things that, yeah, it's 9-5. I think they need to, if they can get the 6th, I think if they have to get this round. Yeah. You know, it's so important to be able to get this round and then use something to build off for when they go to CT.
No, I completely agree. It will give them a little bit of that momentum boost going into the pistol because they will have come off the back of a round win rather than losing the last round and a half, which is always a bit of a dampener on the move, especially when you're sort of down on rounds. In the meantime, great utility usage from the CTs will delay any A side pushes for the time being, and utility usage onto the B ramp will molly on side. Sakura gonna get traded after doing a ding, and Skellop goes unchecked. Smee somehow escapes with his life. I instantly take that back as everyone gets wiped clean from the server. And oh my goodness, Halfik! What a flick through the wall onto the head of Haxon. Unfortunately, that means the 10th round will go in the favor of Kirk.
Yeah, just some crazy AWPing from those boys. And when some stats reset, we'll be able to kind of see what's up. But yeah, between Halfix and Minster, that double AWP combo is really just crushing Steel at the moment, and they've got to find a way to get around it. But I think now that they've moved to CT, they might be able to use the AWP in their own favour, you know? Here's to hoping.
Here's to hoping indeed, and as the half-time break comes to an end, hopefully Hax can hit a couple of those one-taps in the actual pistol.
Yeah, but I mean, it was, it's definitely...
Oh, but... Ooh, sorry, did you just see that kill from Cywin?
Yeah, through a box.
What just happened there? Wow, okay. Moving on, back to what you were saying, my apologies.
It's all good, but look, like, Halfix and Mincer. Mincer's 18 and 5. Halfix is 17 and 4. And Martin is 1 and 12 out of your AWPers.
Yeah.
So I think now that they're on CT, you know, I think it's kind of one of these, and it's by no means over. It's 10 and 5. Like, you know, if Steel can win the pistol round, he's gonna get Martin's gonna spot him there. It's gonna be a Molly come out.
I'm surprised they used the Molotov that early, I'll be honest with you. Oh, but it isn't a stack, and look how many players are coming. Ivy, Smee, tags one up in the head through the smoke. There's one in Pop Dog, one A main. They are going to be surrounded on the A bomb side, but it's Lang about to find the first. Simon to find the second. Hacks with the third. Mincer with a trade. It is a 4 versus 2 situation, and they know exactly where the bomb is. Bomb down in Ivy. One A main, one Pop Dog. All they need to do here, play time, tuck in and hold. Langawal needs to be careful he doesn't get his head taken off by the Pop Dog player there, and Mincer making his way back into a main, only has 22 points of health. Sees Siwen as he runs out, and now he's only on 4. If he gets pushed, he's a goner. Said and done. But Scale Up in the meantime, still on 100 points of health, and we have seen some crazy things in a Steel eSports pistol round. And it's Scale Up to find the opener onto Siwen there. It's a nice headshot. Langawal missing the 4 HP player, but only just. It's still not over yet. They have lost a 3 versus 2 in the Inferno game yesterday. They'll be looking to avoid doing that again. Sorry, over to you, James.
Up just dodging the shot that would have taken out some of his health. And Martin still looking for a kill. Come on, Martin. We believe in you. Ooh. Getting tagged. Getting tagged by Mincer.
Come on, Martin. Come on, Martin. Let's go.
Come on.
Only one shot. One shot is all it takes. Langawal seeing the 4 HP player. Ooh, nice. Great readjustment. Lovely shot landed. Now a 1 versus 3. Can Modern finally get himself a kill? No, narrowly misses Scallop jumping over, and it will be Langawal to get
with the headshot.
3 wonderful kills in that pistol round.
Well, the good news is Martin didn't die, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Langawal with 3 kills though. He's now up to 15. He's definitely performing very well. Him and Siwin leading the kills at the moment, and Hacks with 5 assists, which is going really well at the moment. Have you seen like YQ over there with 7 kills, 7 assists?
That's very unlucky for him, but that's not unlucky for Hacks, as Hacks manages to swing right in and find a headshot. And that's money gained on the MP9 and a man advantage early on. They should be able to take this round. I know they've lost
he's dropped in and... Wow.
That's very unfortunate. As I was about to say, I know they've lost the pistols before, but I don't think they'll do it again. And as soon as I say that, they get a double drop on Pop Dog, and the MP9 whiffs every shot.
Didn't whiff every shot. Sakura's down to 23 health, but... Yeah, it was unfortunate that Hacks got killed right there. Langawal, tempting fate there.
Yeah, but he has heard footsteps, which should give them the idea that there's players in Pop Dog. Bomb dropped in A main, does get picked back up by Scalop. And Langawal, still alone on this B bomb site, should be good enough for that kill onto Isakura as long as he doesn't get double swung. The fact he's alone could be a problem.
Mincer's looking for heads with that deal.
Oh, he's hungry. He's very hungry.
Oh, great first kill for Langawal. Oh, they've managed to infiltrate. Mincer with the deagle. Up to his 20th kill in round 16. Martin with a kill. There we go.
Way! And Siwin with the second. Speed jumping up a ladder like a madman. Brilliant frag from him. And it's a
with
7
the
for
head
steal.
Full of steel, getting a kill that round, right across the board. 5 kills, 5 players.
It's a team ace, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
Awesome, awesome work there.
And Marden's KD goes from, what, 0.07 to not quite as bad in just 1 round.
It's 0.3.
It's an improvement, slightly. Wow, okay. Brilliant entries across the board from Isakura, IQ, and Mincer there. Doesn't even give me enough time to close the scoreboard before they demolish 3 of these CTs. Marden in a bad situation at the back of the bomb site. Now a worse one as he's in the grave. And wow, that was just an incredibly fast round. It goes incredibly incredibly successfully for Kirk, and there we go. That's 11 on the board for them.
Yeah, but a nice couple of kills, or a nice kill for Langawal, and Sakura got a couple, YQ got a couple, and yeah, the push was just like so crazy quick. that it was kind of over before we even had the time to do anything.
Yeah, no, they finished that round faster than I could realise that the ESEA scoreboard is still wrong in the second half. But, oh my, the entries. Smee does get the first with a deagle, but it's 3 in the favour of Kirk immediately afterwards. Great Molotov. That's not one that's used very often at all to force that on. But Martin gets a great... Oh, Martin! That's what we need! 1 versus 1 now. It's Mincer versus Langawau. The 2 top performers on both sides. Who will come out on top here?
What a shot by Martin to get double kill, including 1 headshot. Mince has no idea. Mince has no idea who's behind him.
Oh, that's great from Langawau. He's completed a full flank. Not entirely sure why he's going back down towards B, as he has just cleared that site. They know the bomb was dropped on A. Oh, what was a great read to start off with has become a little bit more iffy now. Langawau appearing to want to tuck up into heaven here on B, as Mincer slowly makes his way towards the A bomb site to pick up the bomb. I tell you now, if Langawau had gone down Pop Dog like I expected him to, he's won that round. Mincer has no idea where he is either, and that is the one advantage he has. The one little thing going in his favour. But he does still need to get this kill onto the outperforming Orpa. Is Mincer going B here? Has Langawau embarrassed me? Or is he going back? No, he has to plant on A now.
I was gonna say, has Mincer outthought both of us and then underthought both of us by going going to B? But no, Langawau now realizes he's at the wrong bomb site, and he's against an Orpa.
Yeah, Orp versus FAMAS is not the ideal combination, and Mincer could realistically be in any angle. However, smoke comes down, and he's got a kit. Mincer's in the wrong spot for this. Oh, and the defuse comes in the smoke. He escapes with his life.
Wow, that was super stealthy. That was amazing. Like, to know that the Orpa's going to cover angles, to have the defuse kit, to just sneak on up in there and crouch defuse, and to be able to get out without dying as well is just, that is clutch. Absolutely clutch by Langawau.
I mean, that was the round that Steel needed. They win the force buy round with the Deagles up against a full buy from Kirk, and Martin must be feeling good after those 2 Deagle shots, giving himself a little bit of that confidence back. And he's now on, I believe, 4 kills? At least he should be.
Yeah, he's on 4-2 and 14.
But Langawau not having a great start to the round as he gets tagged down to 2. He's still playing on B. And Molotov comes out of Ivy. Over to you, James.
Yeah, and it's he definitely had to be careful right there. Langawau just on top of the train, waiting for the smoke, but they're all rotating around to A at the moment.
Nice pop flash coming through on Pop Dog, but they don't follow it up with the drop.
Oh,
however,
no.
Great kill by Mincer onto Siwin with his back turn holding Ivy. This allows IQ to sneak through Ivy as well, as no one is watching there behind. Mincer finding Smee as well, and I'd say this round is said and done as IQ finds another. Hax gets taken down, all down to a 2 HP player on an MP9, and I don't think this one is possible in the slightest.
Nah, the bomb's gonna plant. YQ has 2, Mincer has 2, Mincer has 3.
Wow. That was so fast that even the GOTV struggled.
Yeah, I didn't even hear the shot in GOTV, it was that quick.
Yeah, goodness me. Well, another round victory for Kirk as they slowly start to build up a bit of a lead here. It's 12-8 and Steel are on another Deagle scout buy, and this is a force buy from them. So if they don't win this round, their force buy was for nothing and they've reset their economy and potentially give Kirk their 14th.
Just looking at some wonderful Deagle art from Marsden there. 4 AKs and an AWP against a Scout, 4 Deagles.
I mean, realistically, we both know who should come out on top here, but if Martin can get 2 more 1-saps like we previously saw, then there is still hope in this round. However, they've stacked up on the A bomb site, so if Kirk get a read on this and decides to go B, then this round is as good as theirs. IQ finds the opener, but Hax does get a great trade on the scout, and that's an AK picked up for him should he choose to accept it.
Yeah, that was a great shot there, and nice trade off there, and they're picking up the bomb now, and they're heading back up the top through brown holes, and they're coming down B ramp.
A lot of utility expended as well, so this should be the giveaway that they are in fact going B. They've been spotted now by Hax as well. Molotov coming down into B sandwich means it will slow any retake, but Smee, a great headshot onto Minter through the smoke. Martin finding one as well. He's in the back lines. Martin, if he can swing Halfik here. Oh, Martin readjusts, and it's the round for steal. Goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen. Brilliant Deagle plays, and I know it started off with a lucky one dig through the smoke, but that's all they needed. The rest of it was all skill. Martin with a great flick, and the Deagles to finish things up. A 9th round on the board for steal, and one that they had no business winning, especially after that amount of B-side presence. Hugely well done to the Steel Esports side.
Wow, taking a couple of AKs. Martin with the flick around as well to get the double, and you know, now he's got the AWP for free basically after 4 Deagles and a scout to go 2 AKs and an AWP. That's just a wonderful round there, and scale up now on the Deagle for Kirk here.
Minter though, 26 in 8. Oh, but Minter gets taken down by the Martin Molotov just as he's running back into A main to find some cover, but there's no cover from the Molotov. The Molotov sees it all.
Kills all as well. That was a beautiful Molotov by Martin. This is it. Mincer's already dead. Martin's on the board this round. He's got an AWP. This is a round that realistically Kirk should lose. Like, Steel really should have this in the bag and push this advantage.
They really should. Can I just mention though, Molotovs in CSGO aren't Molotovs. They are high intensity napalm. Because there's no way that stepping in burning alcohol for 2 seconds would kill a person. Might set them on fire, but there's still the opportunity to put them out. However, I'm talking way too much as a trade frag comes in and the B-bomb site has been taken. Langwell giving up his position, drops a Molotov on his right side, gives him enough time to drop off, but he will get taken down by ESEA. Hax, though, in the backlines, does find Halfik. That's great stuff from him.
Kill, because Halfik had the AWP as well. It picked up the AWP when Mincer died, or the scout when Mincer had died. And for Hax to kill him,
Oh, and Cywin holding the angle as he pushes up into the brown halls. He finds ESEA. IQ does find Martin as he is in a sneaky spot, but Hax gets another one. They know where the last player is. Down to the 1 versus 1 situation. Hax should not start this defuse. He should have reloaded his AK. He does get a dink, but if that was his AK reloaded, he wins that round. Very unfortunate stuff there.
IQ with the quadra kill in 2v1 clutch.
Very impressive from him. He did everything right in that round, and that's a deserved round for him to be winning there. There's just a couple of mistakes as it came down to the wire on the side of Steel, and you can't get away with them at this late stage of the game. 13-9 now to Kirk.
And Mincer back on an AWP. The man's got 26 kills, 9 deaths. Oh, Martin. Martin with the headshot on Scale Up as he comes around the corner. What a beautiful shot.
Hax as well, finding a lovely scout flick shot onto IQ, taking him to 12. Oh, Minter tagging Smee, the only rifler on the team, down to 31 through a wall. It's a great shot, unlucky that he doesn't finish him off, but it's still a 5 versus 4 for the moment, and health is pretty similar.
Yeah, and that was, like, this is the thing about Mincer, is the angles that he holds, like, just crazy to be able to find one right there was just insane. And YQ picking up the AWP now with 12 health and the bomb, and they're gonna switch back.
No, that's fair enough. It's always well, sorry, I was about to say it's fair enough. It's always advisable for the lower HP player to have an AWP, but in this circumstance, I agree. Hax, great scout work, taking us to a 5 versus 3. I'm not sure if that last shot connected or not, because the auto-director decided to take me onto Cywin. Auto-director, what are you doing? Smee, great spray down, finds Halfik down to 24 points of health. One grenade will take out all of these players, and so will Smee's great transfer onto the ramp player. Martin now finds Minter through the smoke. Brilliant stuff there. It's a 4 versus 1, sorry. And again, they're going to win the force buy. I don't know how they keep doing this. IQ on 12 points of health. That Molotov will delay it more than plenty. Hopefully they have a smoke, though. They do not have a smoke, but it doesn't matter. Cywin finds IQ, and in the nick of time, Hax gets on that defuse.
Martin with a double. There we go. That's what we wanted. Langawal gets killed. Everyone else gets a kill. Martin with the double. And there we go. What a win.
Brilliant stuff.
More often.
Yeah, they only win force buys, never a full gun round. It's a confusing situation they put themselves in, but it seems to work, so why not? Hopefully they don't lose again to pistols now, because that would really be rubbing salt in the wounds here.
Yeah, exactly. But look, Martin on 9 kills, so, you know, it's going in the right direction. And, you know, Langawal on 18. Oh, here we go! Oh,
no, that's a brilliant ladder jump there from Halfig. Dodging the spray transfer of the AK just wasn't quite accurate enough. Cywin spots one and Ivy drops a smoke to cover. And 3 of these Ts are currently hanging around in B halls, B brown halls, as they wait patiently for Halfig to try and get an entry with the AK, but it's Smee instead with a great headshot onto Mincer. There was no chance of him getting one there.
no, and YQ's just coming up through alley now up T-stairs. Oh, Langawal with the kill on Halfix as well. It's now 4v2.
That was the AK as well. It does get picked back up, but as you said, 4 versus 2, it's a good, well, it's a brilliant advantage for Steel here. All they need to do is play this safely.
Langawal's covering the angle. Oh, what a kill. Oh, wow. Triple kill in the round, and what a win. 13-11. This is getting spicy now. Langawal up to 21 kills. Oh, here we go. This is the good stuff, folks. This is it. This is what we want. We want these tight games, and here we are. It's going to be 4 AKs and an AWP for Kirk. And it's going to be 2 AKs and an AWP and a couple of rifles here for Steel.
Right, the boys have gone 16-14 on this map before, and it looks like the beginning of a comeback here. I don't want to jinx anything, though. Ooh, Marden, no. He gets so aggressive, almost with the readjustment, but IQ's down to 6 off the back of that. Mincer falls to Smee. Brilliant swing there from him. Smee knows this one Olaf as well. He's going to smoke A main, so if he wants to cross back through, he's going to see him. Oh, the timing. He's actually helped now with that smoke grenade. Very unfortunate there, but in the meantime, Langawal's dropped a smoke onto lower B ramp so he can solo hold this bomb site more comfortably.
Yeah, that's it, and they're currently all sticking around either A main, showers, holes. They're all coming out the back here, and Langawal's got this covered. Oh, beautiful spot by Smee.
Unfortunately, isn't able to convert it. Oh, they do know there's 2 in A main now, though. That's some important information gathered. I don't know whether Smee wants to swing this. It's quite a risky strategy. He swings the wrong side anyway, so he will be escaping with his life. Utility usage coming over onto the A bomb site now from Kirk. But the bomb is going to be going out of A main. It is going to follow up the smokes. Smee now jumping off of ladder. That's a beautiful kill from Smee. But oh, IQ is so fast on the AWP. It's now all down to Langawal. He slides around the smoke. Finds one, but Halfig with a trade. Very unfortunate stuff. Halfig just about saw him in the edge of his screen as well, which is why he stops the bomb plant. And the fact that he gets spotted from the A main player as well means it wasn't quite enough. And still, they do have enough to buy up into this round, but it will be a bit of a shaky buy as Langawal's on the MP9. Smee can full buy, but Hax is on a 5-7. Not the best weapon in these kind of situations.
Was that YQ with a quadra kill in the last round as well?
I don't
look
know.
like.
Oh, Marden starting things well, and Cywin with a headshot onto IQ. Regardless of whether he got a 4K in the last round, he certainly won't be getting one in this one.
Definitely not. And here we go, Mincer up the top.
But yeah, I'll
begun.
I'll take your word for it on that 4K, because he had a brilliant round there.
Sakura getting one on Langwao, but Martin getting the shot on Sakura, and Martin getting another one on Halfix. Martin with a triple kill this round. Oh, Mincer there is dead from Smee through the smoke. What a round. Martin with a triple kill there on the AWP, and that was beautiful. 12-14 now.
And this is the Marden that we've been missing.
Yeah, it's been, you know, 1 and 10 through the first, 11 rounds, or 10 or 11 rounds, and
it was 2 in 12, wasn't it? By the
at one point,
start.
yeah.
In fact, no, it was 1 in 11 at the start of the second half. So he's come a long way from being 1 in 11 to 12 in 17. He's actually managed to catch up with the rest of his teammates.
And I just think it also shows the the power of the AWP, right? Like, look, so Mintz is now only only in inverted commas, 27 and 13. So he's actually like now at a 2 KD, where he was at almost a 4. And Martin now has 12 kills. And it just, like, the counter-terrorist side on this is so important when you're using an AWP. Just the covering all the angles, like you mentioned earlier. And here we go, the 5-man rush.
Oh, this is not good. They've only got 1 man on B. And he was A site connector as well, meaning there are 5 players to be dealt with by the 1B bomb site player. Langwell sees one, clips his leg, isn't able to get anything done. This grenade could be big. It's going to do a lot of damage onto at least 2 players there. He's going to find one, going to find 2. Can't convert this ray down, but he manages to escape with his life, and he swings back in to help out Smee. Smee, brilliant blinded kill. Martin finds one with the AWP, and it's all 5 players alive. So all Kirk get is a bomb plant. Brilliant retake from Steel there, not a single man lost.
Wonderful. Langawao with 2, Smee with 2, and Martin getting another one with the AWP, building it up. And Langawao killing an enemy with the last bullet. Woo! Here we go, 13-14. This is it. Like, Steel have gone the distance in this map, so they know what it's like to be clutch. So far, they've won 8 rounds on counter-terrorist side. It really is. CT side is really the place to be. Kirk winning 10 on the first time, and now Steel on 8 on the second time so far.
And they're doing so well for themselves. Smee, here's one through the smoke, going to start spamming through, and there's a little bit of damage there, but not enough to make too much of a difference. Hax instead going to take some of his own as he's watching Pop Dog. That nade's going to do big things, but Hax is going to do bigger things. Grabs himself an AK, mollies off the position, and falls out of Pop Dog, but IQ swings, but Smee with the trade through the smoke. Excellent positioning and excellent fragging. Now a 4 versus 3 situation. It's looking promising so far. Steel desperately need this round. And Martin and Smee, beautiful things there.
Martin out-AWPing Mincer, and that was so important now. It's 1v4, Smee with 2, Smee with 3, with the headshot to finish it off. 14-all. We are officially tied up, folks. Game on.
Okay, ladies and gents, at a 14-14 scoreline, anything is possible. But look at the economy of Kirk. They are only on pistols, and right now they're playing for an overtime. They know that if they force up into this one and lose it, that's the game gone. That's Steel taking it in their stride, but Steel now, they need to be so careful that they do not lose to these pistols. Their economy is fantastic, but they cannot afford the confidence and momentum loss of losing to 3 Glocks, a Deagle, and a Tech 9. They've got a Zeus on the back of Mincer, they got armor on the back of IQ, but I'm not sure if that'll be enough to make a difference here. Steel have the round in their favor, in their pocket for the time being.
They can pull this off, go to 15-14 against a pistol round, and then, yeah, that's going to be huge.
The final round will be a gun round no matter what happens, and that's going to be very exciting to see it unfold.
Yeah, this is huge from Steel. Martin, like, KDA of 1, 14-17 with 3 assists. So, he's really pulled it back, and Langawao with 24 kills, Smee with 21. You look at the other side, Mincer, 27 kills. But it's like I said at the start, Sakura, only 11 kills and 21 deaths.
Yeah, he's
definitely the slightly weaker player on that team.
I agree, yeah.
So, yeah, match pause for a while here. So obviously discussing what's going on and what's going to happen. As Kirk have lost 3 in a row now.
They called it a double timeout because they know how dire the situation is at the moment. I think you get 2 timeouts back in overtime. So they're going to want to use as many of their regulation timeouts as possible in these final couple of rounds. They've given themselves a good idea. They've had a team talk of what they're going to be doing for these last 2, but Steel have to take this round. They quite literally have to, and they have to against pistols like this.
Exactly, and I think another reason for all this pausing is like it's kind of the same as basketball. You know, when your team is really on the points in basketball, you kind of take the time out just to halt momentum. Like it's not even just to bring it back to yourself; it's also to kind of halt the momentum of the other team because they're going to be sitting there. You know, they've won 3 rounds in a row. They're confident. They're getting ready. They want to push in. They want to kill you a lot, and suddenly you double time out them. And, you know, they just kind of have to sit there and reset a little bit, and that can give you an advantage.
I think I have a unique caster's curse to me only. Every time I need to cast another game later in the day, matches go to either 30 rounds or an overtime, and that's looking well. That's exactly what's going to happen here. Minimum 30 rounds. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting one to explain later on. But Steel, in the meantime, are far more important here and now. Steel can take this as their own map. It's they've won 16-14 before, and I've heard it was an incredibly close game. And this again has been such an intense and close matchup between these two teams. History really is repeating itself today.
Yeah, and here we go. We're finally into it. There's a 5-man push on B.
Oh, the
And
early nade. That's a bit onto ESEA.
Popping the molly. Give himself some time. Now rotating back towards A. There's a couple still pushing B holes.
I think what they'll be planning here is if they can manage to take B bomb site, they might send the bomb back over. Otherwise, if they get an entry on A, they'll want to rush out there. There is one at the bottom of Pop Dog right now. He's jump spotting, but he has been smoked off. So it is likely they're going to try and go B to finish up here. They've got a player in A main. He could cause problems, but no, he's main. That's my mistake. He's jumping right back out.
Minster taken down to 66 health by Smee. Just saw him as well.
Oh no, that's not how I expected that to go. Langawao actually getting dinked by a Deagle, narrowly avoids going down, but they choose to go back Pop Dog, and it's the C1RK meat grinder coupled up with Marden, and this round is all said and done. IQ on 39 points of health in a 1 versus 4 situation. Full armor, full weaponry, and now the kill. It's a 15-14 scoreline to Steel Esports, ladies and gents. Can they do it? Can they take it in regulation? I know all of you at home want them to do so, so let's see some support for them in the chat. Goodness me, Kirk will be quaking now, but it is a full buy round from both teams.
And Marden getting a kill, and C1RK with a quadra kill, a 4-kill round. So clutch against pistols, just to put yourself in such a much better advantage. And 15-14, here we go. Can the boys hold on?
Love a good stat booster there, but it doesn't matter about stats if you can't win as a team. So, hopefully the boys can pull through here, find themselves the all-important 16th round in round 30 of play here. Smee, good utility to delay and Pop Dog. That's a great smoke grenade as well. Means they're not going to be able to push out a pop without lots of utility expenditure. In the meantime, Smee flashing out his teammate to check Ivy. And they do have a bit too much of a heavy A presence here. They need to send one of these players into connector very quickly so they can fast rotate onto B. That looks like it's going to be where C1RK are trying to end up. However, saying that now, there is a potential for them to do a full wrap around to A with a B fake. What do you reckon?
It's interesting at the moment. There's one pushing towards B, but they kind of just... Langawao just popping up and down on the side of the train. They got to do something. There's 45 seconds left of this round. And you're starting with kind of the guys all down the bottom. Scale up there and just waiting to see what's going to happen. They're covering A very well.
More utility to delay. And it's done its job so far as Smee finds ESEA through a smoke in the head of all places. Hax spamming through. Smee finds another one. That's huge. Oh, and C1RK gets another. It's a 5 versus 2. Hax, brilliant shot from him, but Smee to steal the kill. Last player alive is Halfik. The rest of his teammates have already left the server. They've got no faith in him, the poor man. Halfik finds ahead of C1RK, but there's not enough time. They waited too long, and it's Smee to find the final kill. It's a 16-14.
Smee with the quadra kill at the final round to win it for Steel. You better be spamming those Steel emotes in chat, people, because what a comeback! What an absolute comeback! Oh my word!
What a game. What a fantastic
What
game.
a game! Such a confidence booster as well.
I am in awe. They did so well. Okay, Marden showed up, and as we said, he was a huge deciding factor, being the main AWP player. As soon as he started showing up, and with Cywin going absolutely berserk on the AUG of all weapons, Train is probably one of the maps where it is acceptable to use the scope weapon due to the fact of the range of the fights they're taking. But he's so incredibly good with the spray control on it as well, despite the fact it's been nerfed recently. He even got a couple on the SG at one point. He's a COD player at heart, it seems, but goodness me, what a performance!
Yeah, what a crazy win. Oh my god. And the thing of it, Mincer still gets 27 kills and still has a 1.6 KD.
Ah, now, it's good that you mentioned that. 27 kills, because he did not get a single kill for, I believe, the last 7 rounds. So he was completely unimpactful. He kept getting removed, and because he kept dying like close to the start, his confidence was shattered, and he wasn't able to get any AWP frags on that T side, as his aggressive AWPing, in the same way that Marden's wasn't up to par, was completely lackluster. Halfik was the one taking over the role as the aggressive AWPer, and he actually did a relatively good job. But he got all of his frags on the CT. It's something I know a lot of AWPers struggle with, being the AWPer on the T side of Train, because you're the one who has to peek into these basic angles, and you know someone's going to be there. But as long as their reaction time is fast enough, you're going to die 9 out of 10 times.
That's it. And if I look at the breakdown of Kirk, like Halfik was 17 and 4 after counter terrorist, and 7 and 12 on T side.
Exactly. It's so much more of a difficult job for AWPers on T-side Train, because you have to wait for the CTs to be aggressive, and if the CT side is good, if they play like a very passive setup, but not so passive they just sort of give up rounds, then it's so hard for the AWPers to deal with, especially because there's so many angles you have to check. Like, you're going out of a main, there could be someone on top of the train, there could be someone E-box, lane, pop dog, connector, deep ivy. There's too many angles for one man to check, which is why usually you have to waste a bit of utility to jump out, and when you're jumping out, you're probably going to get hit by someone anyway. And yeah, as an AWPer, it's hard to, it's even harder than a rifle to readjust your aim after sort of dashing out and then getting sort of hit by in the leg by a stray bullet or something. And so yeah, it is telling that they get almost all of their kills on the CT side, and I think that might be why they lost 16-8 previously, because they must have had a lackluster T side.
Exactly. And if you're looking at stats, like if you look at everyone on the T side, there was only one person out of 10 players who even had a KD of 1. Like not even more than 1, just 1.
One.
Which was YQ. 12 kills, 12 deaths as a terrorist.
I mean,
Everyone
fair play
else
to him.
had less than 1. And Marden had 0.08, Scallop had 0.15.
Yeah,
So
0.08 is one of the worst KDs I think I've ever seen in an official. I'm glad he's woke up in the second half, but his T side is definitely something he's going to need to go over with that AWP. My recommendation to him personally would maybe try and take more Ivy fights, because I didn't see him go Ivy a lot, and with an AWP on Ivy with someone of his caliber, I think he'd be pretty decent at doing a full wraparound. It's one of the, obviously I'm not up to the level that these guys are. One of the strats that I like to employ is if I smoke right side, I can hug the smoke and hug the wall. And if someone swing through the smoke or from left side with the AWP, you're usually fast enough to get a free kill there. And I don't know, I don't want to try and drill things into their heads. This might be complete idiocy coming across from me, but maybe if he's struggling to get kills elsewhere in the map, at least he'd have some impact if he could get a couple of kills in Ivy and maybe even wrap round through CT to help his team on a B execute.
yeah, exactly. And talking about the CT side, like Halfik had a 4.25 KD, Mincer 3.6. But I think the real difference in the counter-terrorist side was that, you know, Kirk had a couple of guys who were still about half, like 0.5,
Yeah.
0.58, whereas everyone on Steel, the worst was Hacks with 1, but Martin had 2.8, Smee had 2.57,
They came to
and
play. They came to play.
Smee got a quadra kill, 4 kills in both terrorist and counter-terrorist rounds. He got one on each round, each
Nice.
side of the map.
But no, you could tell Steel were hungry for that comeback win. When it got to them winning those 4 spy rounds, I think was it 3 4 spy rounds that they like dominated on, or 2 they
Yeah,
dominated on and 1 they just clinched. That would be a huge confidence boost. And Marden really started to show up after he picked up 4 frags, and 2 of those frags being with his heroic deagle play. Without that deagle play, I think they lose the game.
yeah, exactly. And for him to come out basically after not a great terrorist side and hook up with 3 doubles, a triple, bunch of AWP kills. Yeah, and also you got to give a shout out to Langwell. 4 1v1 clutches to the man.
The man was on
4.
fire today. Beautiful stuff. And that ninja defuse. That ninja
That
defuse
ninja
was so
defuse
good.
was against Mincer on the counter-terrorist side. Clutch.
Yeah. Do you know what Minster did though in that round that just befuddled me? He planted for connector and then went and hid relatively deep ivy. Completely wrong side of the bomb train. And instead of coming round to back lanes, he just firms it out in connector and then takes out his Tech 9 after the fuse has already started. He's well aware of the possibility of Langeois having a kit, and not only does he not stop the defuse, he just sees him jumping through the smoke after the defuse, doesn't fire a single shot, and lets him get away with his life and a round.
Yeah, like the fact that he didn't fire into the smoke was really a puzzling one for me.
Yeah,
But
because like with the timer that low, you just expect him to fire off a couple.
but again, he loses 16-14, has a KD of 1.59.
I mean,
Like
yeah,
the
it's
man on train is a machine.
the man on CT side train is a machine.
Mal
The-
CT side train is
He's
a machine.
very well oiled on CT, but he gets rusty very quickly when he starts on that terrorist side. After the first few rounds, especially after losing that pistol, there was just a lack of presence from them, really, from the sort of the 2 top players.
It was, I mean, wow, what a game though. What a game. 16-14 to Steel. We're back on the win streak train.
Back on the win
We're
streak train, baby.
we're all aboard.
Choo choo! I don't know what I'm doing. I'm embarrassing myself at this point. Anyway, thank you for everyone who stopped by the stream today. We had a decent number of viewers again, so let's keep this up. Tell a friend, get them to pop down to the stream. Follow Steel Esports on Twitch if you're not doing already. I don't know why you wouldn't, because only amazing Counter-Strike content from us two here. And yeah, we got Valorant teams as well. We got a bit of Rocket League on the side, bit of staff games. James, anything you want to say as well as we wrap things up here?
No, I think it's time to be excited for Thursday, last game of the regular season. We are 10-5 going against a 10-4 team, although they're playing today as well. So yeah, I think it's going to be super, super exciting. I can't wait.
And yeah, what is the map that they are playing? Could you tell me that much?
It's pending veto still.
Pending veto. So it could be another train. We could see
I'm
another
hoping it's
banger of a
train.
game like this. I'll be honest. I'm hoping not Inferno, but obviously if it is Inferno, we'll give them all the support we give them today for this train game. And it was
Well,
a really good win in the end.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be Overpass, as there's 0-2 on Overpass.
Nice. My favorite map.
So yeah, I mean, if it's another train, I think it's going to be another absolute banger. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Right. As always, it is time for me to do the absolute sellout promotion. So, if you're not already following Steel Esports Org on Twitter, what are you doing? Go drop them a follow. Go subscribe to their YouTube channel. Go subscribe to them on Twitch because they have reached affiliate now. And I see you with a Twitch Prime sub lurking in the background. Drop that on the Steel Esports stream and you won't be disappointed. You can unlock such dazzling emotes as their gorgeous logo. And also, as always, join the Discord. You can join the organization owners and players for a little bit of a chat whilst you watch the game together. And to make things even easier for you, there's a barcode right there. I know you see it. No, it's that side. There's a barcode right there in the bottom corner of the screen. All you got to do, whip out Snapchat, whip out your camera, give it a scan, and you'll be taken straight there. Right. Thank you so much to Captain James for being an incredible statistician, incredible caster duo, and incredible music choice picker. Love a bit of Rock of Ages before we start a game, you know?
Awesome, mate. Thank you very much for having me. And yeah, I've been Captain James, and stay still.
Oh, hold on, hold on. Toxic OVL says, are we going to interview any of the players? You will have to forgive me for a moment, as you will be seeing. If we are they in the Discord now? Can you check for me, Captain James? Would that be all right?
I can see Cywin and Martin in there.
Well, in that case, let's hop on over. Unfortunately, you will be seeing my Discord screen for a couple of seconds here, as I am cursed to only have one monitor. So yeah, just bear with me one moment, ladies and gents, and we'll hop right over. See if we can get some good interviews in. All right, we'll slide on down to the Steel Esports server. We're gonna hop right into the main voice. And hello, guys, how are you doing today?
Doing nice.
If
Well,
you'd asked me in the first half, I would say badly.
All right,
Mate,
so
really pulled it out.
Shit.
hold on. I'm gonna see if I can insert it. I'll swap out the Discord here, and I'm gonna very quickly add my my webcam in, so you don't have to stare at a Discord whilst we do this interview. So James, if you want to start with a question, I'll very quickly add a video capture.
Yeah, I mean, what really changed for you guys after part one? Because obviously part one, you picked up 5 rounds, but really turned the corner in kind of the second half when you guys were on CT.
I think for me personally, it was that I learned how to use my left click.
Always important.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like that on CT side we were pretty. Also on T side, when we were T, they played a little differently than what we were prepared for, and what we thought would work didn't work as well, because I feel like they were prepared for us as well.
Yeah.
On our CT side, I feel like they just played like what they what we had expected them to do, exactly what we had expected them to do. And I think that's why I kind of stepped up in the second half, because I knew their movement and their plays, and how they played their defaults, so I could counter that. I think if they had kept going fast, it might have been a completely different game, but I think that they played their default so much that we managed to adapt to everything that they did, and then we were just ready for whatever they threw at us.
Yeah, you read them
T-
quite well. I
tell
must
tell me
admit.
if I'm wrong, Simon.
I mean,
yeah, I think we adapted in this, if you could say, the second half of the second half. Yeah,
yeah.
we did well to come back, and we knew how to stop the rush, the pop rush. They had a lot of success with. I think they won 3 rounds only from that, and we almost adapted to it the third time, but we didn't have big weapons, and it kind of messed up anyway. So that wasn't quite nice, but I think we did a good job adapting to the playstyle and playing more safe. You could see this rounds where we had we went the whole round through, like we played 2 minutes straight. Sometimes a lot of times actually the time almost ran out, so that was nice.
And the pistol round especially, we had I remember I was looking at the clock, and it was like 10 seconds, 15 seconds left, and we all just told Hacks to just run away, because it was a 3v1, and if we just had hit and like and played well, just decently at least, then we would easily win the round, because there would be no time, or he had to plant the bomb. Then Hacks ran away, and I shot my 20th bullet without hitting anything. I'm not joking when I say I had 5 or 7 bullets left with no spare ammo, and I don't think I had hit a single shot.
I can confirm that you did not hit a single shot, because the player you were aiming at had only 4 points of health left.
Oh god. And I've been playing so much pistol deathmatch today as well, and I've really been doing well. But I mean,
Pistol
I guess
deathmatch is
not.
it's a whole other world to the actual game. When it comes to the actual game, it all goes out the window sometimes.
I was nuts today, but just not in ESEA.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of the other things that There were a couple of things that I noticed. Firstly, there was a round where you got 2 kills with the Deagle, and that seemed to be like the trigger that set you off
Yeah.
on CT, starting to really like get a few kills. But the fact that you guys won a couple of like the like the pistol rounds when you only had pistols and they had like full weapons, like that was really crazy. Just watching you guys just basically rush in there and kill everyone, and then you had pistols, and it was like, but they had no right winning this round, and then you won like a second one like that, and you're like, but how are they doing this? Like,
Yeah, your 3 force buy rounds were incredible. I could tell the first one sort of started you off, Martin. I agree with James there. When you got those 2 Deagle kills, it was beautiful to watch. Your flick onto the second guy, oh, it's just crispy stuff. And yeah, you won, was it 3 or 4 force buy rounds there to keep yourselves in the game, and you executed them perfectly.
I think it was 3.
yeah,
Not quite sure. And then I think on the CT side, we just in the beginning we had a few like misunderstandings and just things that were just a few things that weren't working as well as a team, and we changed that. We changed switched that up a little bit, and we actually I don't know how we did it without a pause, but we just talked things through like in 10 seconds, and then
yeah.
it was all good, and then we kept going forward, and then we just fixed pretty much most our mistakes by that point, and we were ready for that the pop rush that they did, with 2 or 3 smokes that really worked well for them.
Mm.
We talked about just at the end of the round what are we gonna do next time they do it, and then we went on with it, and then that was it, and then we kept winning.
Yeah, and you just kept winning in dominant fashion for a lot of those rounds. You did really, really well.
And this is the crazy part is when it was 14 all, they took what double timeout to try and just
Yep.
stall out and collect themselves after they'd lost 3 rounds in a row. So
And we took
yeah,
another 2 afterwards in the same round.
yeah, that was on pause for a long time.
I think that
Same.
was a 3-minute pause in total, 2 or 3 minutes. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
is it 30-second
I think
timeouts
it's
on
30-second
ESEA?
timeouts, but
Yeah.
how many
It
we
was
have? You have 4,
5
right?
timeout. Yeah, 4 timeouts were called there. It was like, ooh, something's happening. Something's in the works here.
We were
Yeah.
kind of just settling down, chilling,
Yeah,
and
taking a breather.
yeah, it was kind of nice. And we expected them to only have like 3K money because they just forced last round, and we killed them all. They only got 2 kills,
Yeah.
of course. So next round we saw it's 2,900, and they maximum they will have like 3.5K or something, and that's only one of 2 of the guys. So either a low buy or an eco, and it was an eco, so that was quite nice to get the 15th round kinda free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were basically, while it was in the timeout, we were like, they've got the advantage. They're only against pistols. Like they have to win this round. And then when you'd killed 4 of them in the final round in round 30, and then they just started leaving the server.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was kind of toxic.
Oh,
We
that's
only
so
killed 2.
unlucky.
We only killed 2, and then one guy just left. I remember, but that was
I
kind
feel
of toxic.
I feel like it's I'm pretty sure like everybody would be really tilted when you feel like you're on like you had the other team on the back foot, and then
Yeah.
you
when
suddenly you start losing, you don't know why.
No, I
when
felt
you
really bad, like, because he still had a chance of doing something. I know there wasn't much time left, but I think he killed 2 of you on his
he
own?
he got at least one, yeah. But I mean, I guess like I understand it from a side point. Like you're 14-11 up, and suddenly you're then 15-14, and you're like 2 down in the blink of an eye.
But we were 13-8 down too, I think, or something
Yeah.
like that. We were
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
down under.
It was 12-8. Yeah, 12-8
12-8,
was the
yeah.
scoreline.
but I personally I just ignored the score for 1 point, and I didn't really look at it that much in the end, and then we came to the 14-14, so that was nice.
And I saw you got a 4-kill round as well, Cywin, and Smee had 2 4-kill rounds. So
In the pistol, I was rooting for him to get the ace after. I think that was in the T pistol when we knew we were gonna win it because
Yeah.
there was simply no time, and I was like, "Smee, you're gonna get an ace right now, and then it's all gonna be good." And then I think he died.
Yeah, he
So
died right at the last second.
but that would have been a nice start. And I think that we take a few. I don't feel like we played that well. Like in the end, we did. I think that was the personal level that just sparked through the roof. Really.
I think too. We just had a lot of good teamwork in the end. It's just not just the personal difference from the
Yeah.
beginning, and
Yeah.
I know it got better, but I feel like I know I killed more in the T side than I think I killed 12 in the T side and only 8 in the other, but I think we did a lot better as a team in the CT side.
Especially in the last like
Actually,
five rounds.
actually, you killed 10 on each side.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, so you're just lying to me right now.
But
I can't
it,
believe you've done this.
but I think for me, I was kind of nervous in the beginning, and it got better as the rounds went on. But in the beginning, I had some it didn't matter, but it was a whiff on a guy on A in the pistol. I was I don't know. I think I was lurking out. I didn't know if you catch that, but I was looking out A and I catched him in the back. I hit him in the head and then I hit him in the body and he didn't die.
Oh, is
Then there
that
was
when they rushed Ivy behind a smoke?
no, I don't know, but it was T side for us and we went B. I was
Okay.
going out. He was running to connector. I was going out T main and then I don't know. I hit him in the head, hit him in the body, and tried to hit him again, but it didn't happen. It was kind of fast. I think the first bullet was in the head, but he didn't die. And then another guy killed me from Ivy, so that
But I
was
think
kind of
there's a
That's
little
upsetting.
like
unlucky.
I think there's a little confusion or frustration with you right there because you were told like you told I'm gonna
No, no,
lurk out main.
I was told to lurk out main that round. That was another round you're talking about.
Oh,
And
that was
the other round was a whiff too. Both of my whiffs was in T main.
Nice.
The second one was also that was bad. The first one was kind of nah, but the first one was a bad whiff because I was nervous.
So
That was
basically, all your training this week is going to be them four and you at team main, and them just poking out.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
nice.
exactly.
I'm gonna look in my binds and see if left click works and then
Yeah, just
Yeah,
just to make sure.
I shoot on enter.
yeah,
So
me too. Usually I do that. I tried left click and then suddenly you know it's like I could spray.
Yeah, no, it must be an incredible feeling using mouse one for the first time because I mean using enter is quite difficult. You have to reach your thumb all the way across and
yeah,
it's just I can understand why you showed up better with an AWP using left click. It must have been a great experience for you.
Definitely.
So
That
I've
that
got
that that really helped. And I think I had like a 3K round and 2K round. I had like a few rounds that
yeah.
were where I feel like I played well and I made the right decisions like back to back. And then I didn't even realize I had one kill like until we were 12, 13 rounds in because I didn't feel like I played that bad until I looked at the scoreboard and I was like, well, this is actually gone to shit.
So
I didn't even realize that you had one kill in the end of the half.
I think it was 1-1-11 was your score at the end of the half.
Probably.
And I didn't realize before you said it. So
it was
it was
one. It was one kill, 2 assists, 12 deaths at the end of half one.
2 assists, that's just a team player.
Team player.
Hey,
So
he's the support main, boys. He's the support main.
support main. I got a question for you guys then. So the last 2 times you've played train, you've won 16-14. You've got one more game this week on Thursday, which is still pending veto for the map. Are you going back to train again?
I think I'm not sure what we're gonna go for. I am looking at their team right now, what they're playing. I can tell you right now that we are probably going to Vertigo or Train
But obviously, we want to keep this hush hush just in case the other team are watching this
or
broadcast.
Overpass or
Or
Nuke or
Overpass or
Inferno
Nuke
or
or
Mirage or
Inferno.
Dust 2
Yeah.
or Cash or Cobblestone.
I think I
Yeah.
actually think we already have vetoed ours.
Have we?
Yeah,
I can
your
look.
vetoes it says and it's just two Mirage and Overpass, so they have to choose the map now.
Dust
Okay.
2, Mirage, and Overpass are the 3 left, did you say? Or are those the ones that
No,
have been banned?
those are the ones we
Those are the ones we
banned.
banned. Yeah,
Okay.
So they
Okay.
pick between Nuke, Train, Vertigo, and Inferno.
and I guess kind of all
They
of
have
those maps is okay with us.
I doubt they're gonna go for nuke unless they play really well today.
Yeah.
And I don't think they played too much Inferno, if I'm not mistaken.
They've played one game which they lost 16-5.
So they're probably not gonna play Inferno 2, and then it's down to Train and Vertigo, and I think they probably want to do this like properly, so they're probably gonna watch demos. So we're probably gonna go on Train, I think, because they have more information on our Train than our Vertigo.
Well,
And
fair
to be
enough.
honest, it's probably a good idea that you guys ban Overpass because it doesn't seem like a good map for you guys.
No, we haven't played
No,
it.
we played it once
Did we?
against a good team.
Twice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Played
then.
twice.
But I think
He's
the
erased it
first
from his
time,
memory.
the first
Oh, yeah.
time was they were very, very good. Those we played against. They are also 12-2, I think.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
they are kind of good. So I think we would have gotten beaten on any map there. I don't know.
I honestly feel like our overpass is pretty strong, but we haven't practiced it at all really. So like our
Yeah.
way of playing like fundamentally is really good for like the entire overpass thing, but when it comes down to having the strategies and those little tiny details, then we obviously have not got anything like into it yet,
Yeah.
because we haven't had a practice with Lange at this. And the first two games we played were both with Stand.
Yeah, it was standard, and we didn't have a preg or anything. We just kind of anti-stratted a little bit. I don't think we even anti-stratted fully, but
We couldn't enter shred in the first, obviously.
yeah.
The second, I don't think we did that either. We just played nuke together, and we played a qualifier on nuke, so we had the positions down, and that was really about it. And then we got Lange in, and then we just beat some level 7 kids from the UK, and then we just
No, I never mind.
made in UK that was the one
Yeah, it
where I
was
dropped like 33 kills in
yeah, the
23
Vertigo
rounds.
game, the next Vertigo game, the C1RK or what it's called, I don't know.
Just
The
I don't speak
Yeah.
French
French.
team. Yeah, it's it was a 16-9, and they also had a quite good players on the team. I think those we played against today, they were all like 3k elos, so it was it was going to be a tough map, but we knew we could we're better at the team play, I think.
We're probably not gonna play anybody worse than 3k elo or something about that, or like around that area. We haven't really played Vertigo for a bit, honestly, but I feel like we played well last time we actually practiced it, and I think we're gonna throw in a practice tomorrow as well, and
Yeah,
then
you
I
have
mean
a few days to go, so
yeah, we're just gonna go grind, I think, on those two maps.
Yeah.
well,
Sounds good. And I mean, pre-game, I was basically telling the guys that like Mincer is the one person you got to look out for. Like their AWPer was just totally on fire.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, I told the boys the exact same thing. I told them, if we kill Minter, we win the round. And when I had like 2 or 3 kills, I was like, I know where Minter is standing every single round. Let me just see if I can get the kill. If I get traded, I took out an MVP on their team. They took out a guy with 3 kills. I feel like that's pretty fair.
yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
Uh,
But guys, genuinely though, really well played on that comeback in the second
yeah.
half of your CT side there. Um, just to round things out here, is there anything you guys want to add just to wrap things up?
I feel like the biggest shout out from the game today really has to come like on the CT side. I feel like Smee really stepped up in the end. Lange on V too. He really played I feel like he really played well because he I think he took a breath every single round when they came into B. He was like, no need to panic. We can give the plant. It's all good. And when Smee, when they came out to A, he just did what we made him join the team for. Just be our version of Centaurus, like shoot a few heads, and then that's about it.
Lovely
Uh,
stuff. What more do you need?
Uh, I also would point out that me and Smee, we on A, we figured out how to just play on A to not die on picks all the time. I think we failed at that in the beginning of the second half.
and then we
So
adapted,
yeah, and
Yeah.
I
we
think
we didn't die from Ivy that much, and we figured out how to play the positions, so we didn't die from Ivy as easily, and we could play more with our team.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that was
anyway.
also one of the key ones.
And
I think we
congrats
just
to you with the org as well. You had some really nice plays in there on the A-bomb site.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
I feel like we had like overall as a team we had very good reads at the end at how they were going to approach it, and then I think it was obviously a team effort with a bit more stability and a bit better aim from certain players, but nothing takes really away how we've mentally prepared for it and how we strategically compared ourselves to them. And then it's really all about hitting the headshots. And we had a few people who are a bit better than they were today, and then we won.
Guys, again, massive congratulations. Good luck with your preparation for the next match, and thank you for coming to the post-match interview. So yeah, it's been lovely to talk to you as always, Mr. Captain James. Thank you so much for joining me on the caster's desk today. The Discord call always works a treat on my OBS, so I'm glad it actually worked this time properly from the very start. Thank you again for your help as well, and for being the statistician you were destined to be.
No worries at all. And I think I've been told by the boys that we're actually going to go and raid our man, the myth, the legend, Necessary Purple, because it was his birthday yesterday. So
Well,
if you guys hang around at the end of stream, and one of the boys will throw in the raid. But mate, thank you very much for having me on. It was a pleasure and always good to get a win. First win as a duo cast is always it's always a
lovely
big moment.
stuff.
So yeah, I just wanted to thank you, and I can't wait till we go again next time.
Of course, I look forward to it. We had a stronger start this time and a much stronger finish, so it's always good to see. If we are going to be doing a raid, I see the raid's been started now, so I will keep chatting for just a couple more moments before I end the stream, and then I hop off to cast another ESEA game. So yeah,
Excellent.
you guys have done great. James, you've done great. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed this stream, and I can't actually control the raid because I'm just using a stream key, so I will leave that to the wonderful mods in chat, and I'll just wave you out and go to the